Hi, Cross Skies Gaming here. This is Red Skies. Joining me is
your favorite X-Cross. Sorry, I wanted to make a grand entrance.
That wasn't planned if that sounded awkward.
Yeah, I kind of just looked at Randy while I was doing it. We're doing a podcast, trying to expand our repertoire stuff. Because I've been a little bit lazy on my drawing, and I haven't been keeping up with it. And we've had some audio issues with the recordings we've been doing. Because apparently my computer is becoming a potato. So it can't handle the video game files of... because I use an Elgato for recording.
The stress of recording?
So, yes, I'm using the Elgato because I refuse to use the share button on the Xbox or PlayStation because that's even worse, I believe.
Yeah, I found the Xbox recording that comes pre-installed in Windows is complete shit.
Yeah.
It probably works better if you get a decent computer, but when I made my demo video in the WoW Battleground, it made my computer lag compared to the T-Force thing that I have installed.
Yeah. So I don't like to use Xbox or PlayStation. I had a different experience with that just because of the share button. Not like it upload like 80% and then it fail for no fucking reason. It just fail. I had to redo it and it fail. So like it was like a 1 out of 5 chance that it would succeed uploading. So I gave up on that. But this part right now is we're having audio issues because my computer can't take it, so it lags on all fronts.
Well,
video game.
Not every time, but a lot of the time.
Yeah, so the audio file is out of sync, or some of it's just not even picking up, or I don't know. It's just
the last. I think it was 7 and 8 that we uploaded recently. That was pretty bad to edit because it would literally just cut the audio out of the us talking. You'd still hear the game audio, but you wouldn't hear anything else. No us or background noises or anything. Yeah,
it's fucking annoying. So we're like, okay, we're gonna do something different now. So I don't know when this is gonna be uploaded, but depending on what time you guys see it or whatever, there's because I have by the time you actually see this, 9 and 10 should be out, and I have 11 through 14, I believe, still need to be uploaded. So I don't know if 11 through 14's fucked. Well, we noticed that it was something that was going fishy before we started recording.
Yeah.
So
slightly different audio issues.
Yeah. So
this time within the game.
Yeah, but we sort of fixed it somewhat, not all the way. But hopefully there should be no lag in between any of the audio. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, we haven't actually looked at it yet.
Yeah, so it could be fucked. We don't know.
Our process is sort of just we record and then he will upload the master file, I guess you'd call it, to YouTube, and then I would download it at my house and edit it.
Yeah.
And then that's when we would notice there's
And if you're thinking like, oh, that's a stupid way of doing it, well, that's our way, unfortunately. But we're gonna switch it up a little bit in the next recording session, because we're like fucking 3 weeks ahead of.
Luckily.
Yeah. So we got that, and then we're gonna record on Randy's computer, which he's getting basically a new computer. So hopefully.
Yeah, the only thing that I plan on keeping out of my current thing is my graphics card. That's because that shit's super expensive right now.
Yeah. So the graphics card shouldn't affect.
Everything else is basically branded.
Yeah, so it shouldn't affect anything, and then.
And it's all like mid-tier quality, from what I understand.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it on his computer. Hopefully nothing goes wrong then, and then we'll be fine. So far, and then on the other front, his recordings I don't know about, but my recordings, I'm doing Civilization 6, and I've seemed to have no problems. I've double-checked some of them. I haven't checked all of them yet, but the first 2 episodes I didn't have any problems with, so I should be good.
It's weird, since...
But I'm using the
GeForce?
The GeForce, yeah, so I'm using GeForce, and it's a lot smoother.
Yeah, I have been meaning to record my Marvel games, I just haven't found the motivation.
Fuck.
I keep telling myself, play Marvel, but I end up playing fucking Monster Hunter or WoW or Elder Scrolls or...
Yeah, you know.
Now I got fucking a Switch, so I got Zelda to play.
Yeah, so you know that gamer issue. Like you gotta be told to play a game, and then you're like, no.
I might flip-flop around different weeks.
Yeah, you just gotta tell me so I can start drawing it. That's been the same thing with my drawing. I got the basic silhouette for my drawing for my my recording. I haven't put the background in yet, but I just haven't. I just feel like, I'll do it later. I'll do it later.
You'd think having a passion for video games, we would be more enthusiastic.
And I like to draw too. You think I would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, but no, it's super annoying. Like,
it feels like
every little thing. Well, I don't even care if it's work. It's just I get super annoyed. Like how I draw on there, you'll see my quality of work. It's not good, but I can draw way better on a fucking notepad, more detail, more everything. But when you put me on the drawing pad, I'm like super skeptical and like every little line annoys me. Like every work I've done, I fucking hate. I hate it. It's shit.
Have you thought about drawing it on paper and then sketching?
I did. I've been doing that. That's why the quality's been a little bit better. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. But I don't know. It's just the quality of work doesn't match what I think I can do. So it's that whole like I know I can do better, but so far I can't. But it'll come. Hopefully, it comes naturally later.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah.
So top all-time games.
Nice segue. So you want to talk? We'll talk about our top. Okay, so our top 3 games. So how you want to do it? Like a 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, or all? We do all ours first. Okay. We'll do, 3. Number 3, Halo 2. For me, great game.
Halo 2.
Great overall everything. Improved on Halo 1. The lore is great. Dialogue's great.
Was that the one that introduced being able to play as the Elite?
Yes.
Okay.
And you could get the swords.
Yeah.
And then the brutes got introduced. It's a great game. Great overall everything. The only thing that I can take away from it is the ending.
Yeah.
That fucking ending I did not like at all because I hate cliffhangers. I know that really suckers. Yeah, wait till you play the next game. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially when it was what 2 years or so till Halo 3.
2 or 3. I think it was like 3.
Halo 2 was on.
Halo 2 came out a little bit after Xbox Live became a big thing.
It was on. Was it on the first Halo or was it on 360? I mean, the first Xbox or 360?
360, I believe.
Okay.
Or no, it was on the first Xbox actually.
So the first 2 were on the first Xbox.
Yeah, and then the
Halo
second
3
one,
was
yeah.
like launch or something with
Yeah.
360.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, Halo 3 showed off what the Xbox 360 could do, I believe. Like with all the map making or map editing and all that shit.
Yeah.
So it made it fun. But yeah, Halo 2 for me. For number 3.
That's a big reason I don't like watching movies as they come out because you got a fucking huge ass cliffhanger. You gotta wait fucking a year and then by that time I forgot everything already anyway.
Yeah.
But my top 3 would probably be the first Mega Man X game.
Oh,
Yeah.
is number 3 for you?
Yeah, that's number 3 for me.
Oh.
I think that was the very, very first game I ever actually beat. So, it holds a special place in my heart.
Okay. I would say Mega Man X would probably be number 4 for me in my heart. Next, number 2 would probably be, just because it's my preference, not everyone, oh my god, what? It's a game called Alien vs. Predator 2 for the PC. I fucking love this game. It was great. You could be 3 different people, 3 different
the
species: the Predator, the Alien, or a Marine. If you played the story mode, you get fleshed out of everything, of the whole lore. Not the whole lore, but basically what all 3 classes are about. How. And it intertwines. This is the greatest part about their story. Everything intertwines somehow.
And this was, early 2000s game?
Yes, I believe it was 2003, 2004. So, it was... I unfortunately started playing it like a year or 2 after, so I wasn't there for the very peak of it. I was on the steady decline, but it still had a big community. And people creating... And people were creating a bunch of maps and shit. Player base was great and expansive. Maps were getting out, usually weekly. Mods. They had 1 expansion pack, which added another Predator. And then just overall, improved the game. So I believe it was a great game.
Couldn't you be a facehugger in that game too?
That's how you started the alien.
Oh, okay.
That's how you started. That's what was great about it. The first 2 missions for the aliens, you were a face hugger first, and then you were a chest burster for the second mission. The first mission was to find an isolated person to face hug, and the second one was to find livestock to feed on. So it was basically a part where you were helpless, you couldn't get caught by anything, and timing was perfect.
Yeah, I although the game was kind of mediocre and I didn't care for the game as much, one of my probably favorite moments in online multiplayer games is playing Aliens vs. Predator on I'm pretty sure the PS3 that I played it on.
I think we both did.
360 back then.
I think we both played it on that.
I just vaguely remember that game mode where it was one person was an alien.
Infection, basically?
Yeah, and then everybody else was Marines, pretty much. I think it was aliens.
Yeah.
And there was a map, I think it was like a pyramid map. And I just remember it, all of us Marines like went into one fucking hallway, and we just bunched up in one fucking room, and then I don't know how, but the dude that was playing the alien got the drop on us and fucking just killed everybody. I was one of the few times that I left my mic on, because I don't know why. I normally turn my mic off so I don't have to hear other people talk and stuff. But just hearing everybody fucking scream at the same time it stuck with me.
Yeah, it was like that. They put that mode from the AVP 2 game. It was called Quarantine.
Okay. So
basically, or Survivor. Sorry, Survivor. In that same premise, one person. But this is how it was started in the online game. Everyone was a human or whatever the person was. It was usually human because predators are slow and it's annoying. So everyone was a Marine or a corporal because there was 4 factions. Basically Russian people and U.S. Marine or Space Marines. They're the same thing, but they're 2 different classes technically. So anyway, so they would do that, and you'd all start human, and then for like a certain amount of time, it's usually it only lasts like 10 seconds. Everyone could kill each other. So the first person to die became the alien. And that's how you start it. And then basically it was find one designated spot that was uber hard to get to, and everyone just crowd around it.
Yeah.
And that was the game. It was fucking great. All right, you're number 2.
My number 2 would probably be Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. Just because I spent so many hours playing that game.
Yeah, it was a great game. I think it's regarded as the best Smash game because of all everything was basically
I think it's still played on a lot
competitively,
of,
right?
A lot of pro circuits still play it.
Yeah.
And, I think it was back when we were in like 6th grade. Was around the time it was out. So like 2000, 2001, somewhere around.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had nothing to do because I didn't have internet, I didn't have a computer or nothing, so I'd go home from school. If I wasn't grounded, play fucking Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, well, I mean, most people didn't have play on the internet because in 2000 that shit was expensive. Like, and it was still slow as fuck. It'd take like what? Like they still had dial up and all that shit. And you're like,
so yeah, even if I got completely bored of actually playing myself, I would just turn on fucking max level bots and put it to like 99 lives. Put 4 random bots against each other. See which one won.
Yeah. Tournament modes were great too.
Yeah.
See who was the best.
I think they capped out at like 64 or some shit.
Yeah, and we just hold super big tournaments in the middle of the night.
A lot of fun.
Yup.
Fucking, what was the one after that? Brawl?
Yeah.
Wii?
Yeah,
that one kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah. Well, that's just because of I don't know, some of the...
I think, although it was really cool that they added the smash attacks, it kind of took some of
it limited
the
it.
game. Yeah.
It basically made like one person could be just getting fucked on, and then someone would just be like, okay, well here you go, smash ball, kill you all, depending on the person.
And the fact that some people's were like single target damage, and then some were fucking massive AOE.
Yeah.
Kind of unbalanced and kind of.
Yeah.
What about your number 1 game?
My X-Cross number 1 game. Wow. World of Warcraft.
That's not that surprising.
Yes, because I play it a lot. I raid still. I haven't been playing like... I'm not a vanilla baby. I'm not a Burning Crusade baby. I'm not a Lich King baby. I am a Cataclysm, baby. And Cataclysm sucked. I can't say it sucked because that's when it started, so I have no retrospect of previous versions. So I loved it. Story modes, what hooked me on it was the story of Sylvanas and the Forsaken.
Yeah.
That did it for me. I did the free trial for it. I did the first 8 levels, and I was like, I'm fucking buying this game. And then I've been hooked on that. I've been taking breaks, not super long breaks, probably like 3-4 months on certain aspects.
I think
and by then I come back.
I think the longest break was probably when we first started playing League. We didn't touch it for probably a good 5-6 months maybe.
Yeah, but what was that? The end of Pandas? I think so, right? That's when we started playing it religiously. Yeah, we played Pandas, and then
dumped WoW for League of Legends.
Yeah.
For a while. And then,
well, it didn't matter because we fucking were gone for 5 months, and the new expansion hadn't come out yet, anyways.
Yeah.
Before Warlords of Draenor came out, and then that shit the bucket.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Legion I played all the way through.
But...
Yeah, execution was bad, and then I played this new one, Legion, all the way through. I'm still playing it, and I don't know. It's just for me. It doesn't matter how good the game is, but it's replay value and what it brings. Like Mega Man has, to me, Mega Man has the biggest nostalgia value.
Yeah.
If I want something fucking good that I know I can play, have fun no matter what, play Mega Man. You can always find out ways to do it. Only beat a boss on this way. Only beat a boss that way. Don't die. Do a speed run. There's different ways you can still play Mega Man. You can do that with Mario too.
Yeah.
It's for that I would say, but for me it would be replay value, because my criteria evolves of what the best game could be. Replay value, community. Now because we're online most of the time, it's community. Most games aren't fucking single player.
Yeah.
So community, gameplay, replay value, and all little shit that can be. That just affects you personally. I don't know how to explain that part, but say aesthetics are your thing. They do little aesthetic shit, or they change it to where this thing has a little tiny DLC and it's great. Okay, yeah. Anything that a game can do to make up until the point make when it's at its peak and when it's not at its peak. If it's a replayable game, I can never. I love the game, but I cannot go back to it. And that would be, what's that game?
Front Row.
I'm having a brain fart here, people. What was it? I can't believe it. Ninja Gaiden. I love Ninja Gaiden, but I can never play it again. I hate it. I hate playing it. It's ass. It's so hard. Dark Souls, yeah. But I need a game where I don't feel like I'm going to get fucked every time by one little tiny mistake. But that's just me. That's why I don't play Dark Souls type games. Because I'm no good.
Yeah, I liked Ninja Gaiden, because I think I played the Black Edition for the original Xbox.
Wasn't that even the harder version? Yeah. The harder version of it?
From what I understand, yeah. I never played the previous ones. And I liked it. It was fun. It took me a while to beat it. Gave me a couple times to go back and replay it so I could try better, fucking put it on a higher difficulty, whatever. But yeah, I never bothered playing. I think was it Ninja Gaiden 3? I want to say it was the last one that I played.
Wasn't there only 3?
Maybe. I think there's a 4th.
I never played 3. I only played 1 and 2.
But I know that the game that I was planning to get when it came out it's called Neo. It's basically fucking Ninja Gaiden.
No.
It's a different storyline, but
basically the
same shit. Hard fucking game, Dark Souls stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, Mr. Red Skies.
I am going to cheat a little bit for my top one, and say the Elder Scrolls games. And I say multiple because my favorite of all time being the third one, Morrowind, which is the first game that I played on Xbox. the only thing that stops me from playing that game now is the fact that it looks like complete ass. Like, it's fucking... It's disgusting looking.
So basically every PC game that was made in the 1990s?
Like that, yeah. It's pretty bad. And I haven't gotten into... I know that there's different mods out there to make it look better and stuff like that, but not a big one for playing with mods, just because I feel like it takes away from the story. Look,
I don't care what you say, but Skyrim's Macho Man Randy Savage dragons are the best.
I actually prefer the Dr. Zoidberg crabs combined with a cursing mod. So every time you hit a fucking crab out in the wild, it will fucking tell you to fuck off. And I think there was, for the fourth game, there was a mod where you could turn, I think, your bow, where instead of shooting arrows, it would shoot Pokeballs, and it would actually capture people.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'll find that on YouTube for you later.
Alright.
Morrowind would probably be my favorite, just because... a little bit nostalgia reasons, but it was a lot more open in what you could do. You could craft spells, like you could make your own fucking spell, and you could turn a regular, shoot a little tiny fireball into fucking you shoot it at a mountain and fucking makes a huge ass fireball. So very very interesting game. But each one, Oblivion the fourth one, and then Skyrim the fifth, I think have watered it down quite a bit. It's much less. It's much more casual than Morrowind ever was. But the Elder Scrolls Online is also a lot of fun if you can get into it, which is kind of hard because it's weird because you have to do like maybe 4 quests to complete a quest chain to actually get experience. So it can be a little bit frustrating.
Okay.
So, but it's really, I played that on the PC originally because they delayed the console release for a year when it first came out, and I was kind of disappointed in it at first because it was trash. But they did a lot to fix it over the last couple of years. So, but that would be my favorite game is the Elder Scrolls.
I would never guess for that from you.
Why?
Elder Scrolls? I don't know. I just figured you weren't a super huge... I knew you liked Elder Scrolls, but I didn't think it was like your...
Well, okay. Skyrim came out on PS3. I bought that. Played the... Okay, and this is not including playing Oblivion on both my PS3 and my computer, because the computer had fucking better mods you could get. I think the 360 did at the time too. They didn't, for whatever reason, they said fuck off the PlayStation now. So I went and played that when I discovered them. Then I bought Skyrim for PlayStation 3 at launch. I don't know how many fucking hours I put into that. Then they put out a collection edition, which I had, which is basically every single game in the series so far for the PC. I bought that. Then they came out with the special edition, which you got if you had the original game for PC on Steam, you got a free upgrade to that. And then they also put it on PS4, which I bought that.
Oh fuck!
And now I'm gonna buy it for my Switch.
Oh jeez.
And
damn.
I am not even kidding. I have considered buying the PlayStation VR just so I can play Skyrim VR.
Oh my gosh.
I have a bit of a problem with those games. But yeah. So that would be my top game. So, what would you like to talk about now?
So let me talk about, what'd you think of Legion for a while?
It was definitely a lot better than Warlords, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
I think they fixed everything that everybody kind of expected going into Warlords and did a complete 180 on it.
Yes, that's what most people say. The only thing that I could take away from Legion, well, 2 things actually. Sorry, 2 things. Was the artifact power grind. If you ever know what it is, for people who don't play WoW. Oh, is it still recording? Okay, you can just edit this part out, I guess. Hopefully.
I'll probably leave it in because it might cut off wherever you were talking.
Oh, okay, people. Okay, so anyways, artifact power was this thing. You get a super uber weapon, and
I'm doing quotation marks.
Yeah.
Some are more broken than others.
Yeah, so some get You get this uber weapon, and then the only way to power it up was get these things called artifact power, which is basically just a resource that you just click and it gains experience. Just think of it like an experience bar. So it goes up to a certain amount, and you get certain perks with it. Anyway, so
yeah, basically you have to level up your weapon.
Yes, the grind I hated. I fucking hate the grind because it rewards the people. The super hardcore. I'm not super hardcore. I have a fucking life. I can't put 8 hours into WoW every day. I can put in 2, 3, 4, but then I can't. I love the game. I just can't play it religiously like every time. I can do it at the beginning of a launch.
Yeah. Because
everything's new. You're like, ooh, what's this shiny thing?
You got stuff to go look at.
Yeah. So at the beginning, yes, but once you have it every day for, let's say, because Blizzard's not known for putting their expansions out rapid fire. So, like, let's give Warlords, and I think Pandas did the same thing, where after the last patch, it took like a whole year for the next game to come out.
Yeah.
So that's 1 year of playing the same game, the same everything.
And you have what? Maybe 3 max characters right now? 4?
For me right now, I have 3, but I only play 1.
Yeah, so
I maxed the other 2 just so I could play them later in a different expansion.
I have maxed out, I want to say 4? My Druid, my Hunter, my DK, and something else. And I can say, right, we're not the people that fucking have to max out like 6 different alts.
Oh yeah, I have
each class.
My guild leader has every class is maxed out on his account. He plays it a lot.
Can't do it.
He's a super hardcore fan. I can't do it. So basically, the artifact power rewards people who were like that. They play fucking 10 hours a day because they can do dungeons all day, get all the artifact power, and then be up ahead on everything. So, I mean, it rewards it, but it was a little extreme. And then the second one was the legendary system. And the legendary system was basically, on top of your uber artifacts, you get other pieces of gear for your character that had another special trait that would trigger for one of your abilities. And you can have up to 2. And you can have up to 2. So, and it was just, the system was broken because it was all random. You couldn't plan it. You couldn't do this certain thing, and you get a certain criteria, and then you get it. They fixed that now, basically, kinda, not all the way, where you get a certain amount of tokens of something, and then you could buy a token to get an automatic legendary. Not the legendary you want, just a random legendary for whichever one.
Still random?
Yeah,
wow. It's
still completely random. But it's not as random if you have all the, like, say you have 9 out of 10 legendaries. Yeah. Guess what your 10th legendary is going to be?
Yeah, that probably would have been a better system if they would have implemented it maybe halfway in.
Yeah.
Now I feel like there's not any
point.
Unless you're one of the latecomers to Legion, there's no real point in grinding out fucking legendaries at this point because the patch, the next expansion comes out by the end of this year. Yeah. So, and at that point, all this shit's irrelevant.
Yep.
You'll get a green drop in fucking your first dungeon run of Battle for Azeroth, and your legendary's useless.
Yep. And okay, so I liked what they did with the dungeon system. How they did the what do you call it? The Mythic Pluses.
Oh yeah.
The Mythic Pluses were great because
that's been a highlight,
yeah, higher tiers harder to do, but you get reward for it, and it's more of a challenge to be like, oh, these dungeons are all the same, they're so easy. But then you do a Mythic Plus, and then like, oh shit, this isn't easy no more. Unless you're like uber geared and like doing the plus.
Grinding out the Mythic Plus.
Yeah. But so yeah, and then raids. The raids have been good. They, I wouldn't say there's some key parts of it were like a little hit and miss on certain bosses, but they gotta make every kind of fucking. They have to make a shit ton of raid bosses, so you can't always be great.
How many raids are in the actual game by now?
Oh, I don't know. I can't. I'm not counting that.
At least more than 20, I would say.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's hard to keep coming out with new mechanics.
Oh, they did a few that were a little different.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, every single boss can't have a brand new mechanic, and some things are gonna have to feel a little similar to other ones. There's the DPS bosses where there's no mechanic. You just have to fucking bring it down fast.
Yeah.
There is, tank ones. There's different kinds of encounters. But, it gets hard after so many fucking raids. Yeah, so I understand it gets kind of hard coming up with new content for the raids every fucking, expansion.
Yeah.
Because making them original must be kind of challenging at this point.
Yeah, making new original ideas.
Problem.
Yeah, making new original ideas. I mean, like, you were saying something about the druids for next expansion?
So, these are a hot topic among, I guess, most players that pay attention to druid forms. So, for those of you who haven't seen the Zandalari druids coming up in Battle for Azeroth, the next expansion, they get completely new models. New tank form, new boomkin form. I don't think they've shown the feral form yet. They've
probably
shown new flight form and new ground travel form, which are all dinosaur based, which is fucking cool. Some people don't like them. I was watching a video a little before you came over, and the girl basically just said, "What the fuck?" She didn't like the tank form, which is it looks like a big armored fucking spiky turtle with tusk. She didn't like the boomkin form. I think is probably the best looking thing. That it looks better than the regular one.
Yeah, doesn't it kind of look like I forgot what their card, but they were in
Warlords.
Yeah, the warlords are like the bird people.
Yeah, that's her analogy was it was like the Geico lizard fucked one of those.
Oh, yeah, because that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
but which I'm fine with because those had a good, a cool looking model.
As long as they don't make the sound effects. But yeah, the boomkin form I think looks the best, along with the flight form, which is the fucking pterodactyl looking thing, and then the ground travel form is a raptor.
Yeah.
But I cannot stand, and I'm sure a lot of people have the same sentiment, the regular boomkin form. I don't know what the fuck that thing is. I don't know.
It's a giant chicken.
What purpose it's supposed to serve.
It's like a bear and a chicken fusion.
I think the problem that I have, the only thing that I don't like about druids is fucking Illidan's brother, Malfurion.
Oh.
I forgot his name. I was going to call him Sonaris or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Malfurion being a druid, I don't know what, I'm assuming he's fucking boomkin. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he's mostly boomkin.
But he has a cool form. I wouldn't mind their boomkin form, having something like that. But we get the players get the owl creature monstrosity fucking thing. So being I'm totally on board for the Zandalari changeover. But from my understanding, Blizzard had put out a statement saying that only the ground and the flight form were going to be playable. So there's a little, and then they put up updated models for the tank and the boomkin forms. So
I would say
I'm not 100% sure that we get those. I don't know.
You probably get them later. They'll probably put them in later.
I just hope that they give you get a story reason for why they look different, because I mean they are isolated. They do worship fucking different shit than the regular trolls and other races.
Well, no, the trolls all worship the same people.
Well, I mean they're dinosaur fucking freaks though.
Well, yeah, that's because they're basically isolationism.
Yeah.
They're like the big. It's kind of like how America, like just imagine they're America, and then every other tribe is like our colonies and shit. Puerto Rico, Samoa, I think is part of our territory, right? Samoa.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So stuff like that. Just think of it like that. They're like, okay, you're part of us, but you're not a part of us.
But yeah, so looking forward to those at least.
All right. Is there any games that you're looking forward to?
Right off the bat, I gotta say Dragon Ball. Well, it's already out. I just haven't got around to getting it.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Ball fighting game.
Oh, okay.
Because they recently put out, because they're doing, I think, 6 characters for DLC. And they put out the first 2 being Bardock and Brawly. So I guess a lot of people are fucking mad about Bardock because he's basically he looks like Goku. A lot of the complaints about this game so far is that there's basically 3 different forms of Goku. There's Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and then Goku Black. So then you would get fucking Bardock.
But that's been like every fucking...
Yeah.
That's a staple of every fucking Dragon Ball game.
And in every single game, he plays completely differently than...
Yeah, he can't go... Well, he might go Super Saiyan now that they made that stupid...
That weird... Yeah, they're...
Is that canon? I can't...
Maybe?
I don't remember.
But it's... It is in the game. I don't think it's... Because the way it works is when you pick regular Goku or Vegeta or...
Mm-hmm.
I want to say... Gotenks. I don't know about Gohan. I think he goes to his ultimate form, not the Super Saiyan. Basically, you start the fight and you get a pre cutscene where Goku and Vegeta they turn Super Saiyan. And you fight, I believe, a Super Saiyan Goku. So if you pick Goku, you're Super Saiyan Goku. You have your ultimate attack where you'll turn Super Saiyan 3 during it, and then that's it. The same thing for Bardock is I believe when he uses ultimate, he turns Super Saiyan for that. Otherwise, he's in his regular form.
Okay.
Broly, the same thing. I'm assuming he's just in his fucking steroid form. Nobody cares about the regular form of Broly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a game I'm looking forward to. What else was there? There was something else that I was looking forward to. The fuck? What are you looking forward to while I try
Far Cry 5.
Really?
Yeah. I want to play it.
Didn't the last one have dinosaurs or something?
Yeah, it was... I didn't play it, but yeah... That didn't seem like a cool idea. But the 5th one is set, like, in, I believe, like, in the Louisiana area. So, like, in the bayou.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, there's going to be some racist...
some racist shit going on?
Yeah. And then, I think it's, like, from the looks of it, it looks like, kind of like Django Chain kind of shit going on. Yeah. It looked fun. So, that's why I want to play it. Nothing too specific. I don't know if you ever played Far Cry 1. But on the Xbox, they had mods on it. So everyone had a fucking map. And you just play on it. And that shit was great. It was so fun. But they got rid of the feature because they completely tweaked the formula. Because it was a lot of supernatural shit going on. I mean, the 3rd one had supernatural shit too. I don't know about the 4th one. But Far Cry 3 had some supernatural shit. But I don't know if it was into the... multiplayer gameplay. But in the multiplayer, it was straight into the gameplay because it'd be like infection. They had an infection mode where 1 or 2 people out of 16 players would be a fucking like person on PCP and they fucking kill you.
That is something I think most multiplayer, especially shooting games like Halo, Call of Duty, I think those should just be, you should have your own tools to edit, make your own game modes, because a lot of Halo 3, for example, the fucking the infection mode for that, fun as shit. I think there was one game mode too where you have to fucking drive down a ramp or something, and I don't remember.
I don't remember
exactly,
that one too well.
You gotta like drive down a ramp and make a fucking jump, and other people on the map can shoot you down or something.
Yeah, well, that's basically what what do you call it? Grand Theft Auto 5 does now with their game modes.
I've thought about picking that up. But
yeah, I have it, but I don't play it. I have it for the PlayStation. But yeah, there's game modes on that. If you ever watched the Vanoss crew, they play that pretty often. Not too often, but they play it when there's a game mode. And it's usually fun. It looks fun.
Yeah, I've seen some chaotic shit out of the videos and that, especially like the mods and stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like fucking the player's like a fucking like chicken or something and fucking carjack somebody.
Yeah.
They're hilarious.
There's a I don't know if you've seen them, but Grand Theft Auto online basically it's role playing. People role play.
I think you've showed me
yeah.
videos.
Yeah, like people like be police officers, and some people are just tow truck drivers, or like it's funny watching people do this.
What was that fucking Joe the homeless guy or something?
Joe the Jerry Curls. It was from the Djibouti show.
Yeah, there you go.
They're doing live stream and they're like, Curls. Jerry Curls. You know, so funny shit. Anyways,
yeah, one of the games I'm looking forward to too is Mega Man X Collection. It's coming out on Switch sometime this year. I don't know if you remember the old Mega Man collection on like PS2.
Oh yeah, the 1 through 6.
Yeah, well, this one is supposedly gonna cover 7 and 8 as well.
Ugh.
So there's a lot of hope too that they're going to work on maybe a number 9, hopefully.
Okay,
So.
I'll say this again. I'll say this for now. Mega Man 7 was ass. Mega Man X7 was ass. Axel's voice actor was the fucking worst. I don't know what made them decide. X had an annoying ass voice. Zero was good.
Yeah.
Zero was the only bright spot on that. Everything else, X's story, shit. Axel, shit. The 3D environments, shit.
Yeah.
Sigma, shit. The only good part about it was Zero and the ending for Axel.
Which was
basically Sigma comes beats
Spoilers.
up X and Zero real quick. Like he just shoves him across and he's like going to assimilate them, and then Axel assumes the because he had that ability to transform into other people. So he transformed into his old leader person. I think it's called Red.
Red Alert or whatever.
Or Red Alert, Red X, something like that. And he assumes that version. And he's like, "Let me assimilate you so I could become stronger." And he's like, "Okay." And then right before he's about to assimilate him, he fucking shoots him in the head. That part was cool. That's the only part I got that's I would say was good about it.
I cannot say that I liked Axel at any point in that game.
In X8, he wasn't that bad. They changed the voice actor, and he wasn't as boo-hoo.
Yeah.
And, you didn't have to fucking beat half the game before you unlocked X.
Oh, yeah, when they force you to play fucking Axel?
Yeah, they're like, play our new characters. I don't want to. Oh, you're going to play. You have no choice.
I think they would have been perfectly fine just leaving it as X and Zero.
Yeah.
Zero was a given because he was fucking, I guess, a fan favorite from X1.
The Gecko? The Gecko?
So, I mean, Axel, he was a brand new character. And here, play as him. I don't want to. Too bad.
Yeah.
You're going to play him and you're going to like it.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody liked it.
And then X8 was just, I'll say, passable. Kind of like X6.
Yeah.
Passable.
So, that is one of the things I plan on picking up.
I would honestly wish they would redo X. I know they did for the PSP or whatever, Vita or whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
I wish they would remake it. That would be great. They could do chapters or whatever. They just do the first 3 games, honestly.
Yeah.
I would personally, for me, I would say 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Because that's when the story arc is best. 5 was good, but how they set it up and all that shit was just a little.
Well, I think 5 was supposed to be the last one, or was it 6?
6 was supposed to be the last one, and then they we got PS2 now.
Milk it.
Milk the shit.
Yeah.
Give us Axhole. But yeah, 6 was passable. It wasn't great. It wasn't hard. X5 was hard.
Yeah.
X4 was hard. I don't think I've ever beat X3. The one where Sigma becomes a polygon.
Yeah, that one I think was kind of a low point too. I didn't care for that one as much.
X3?
Yeah.
I like the bosses in them.
X1 and 2 were definitely my favorite.
Yeah. 1 and 2, the soundtracks on 1 and 2 were amazing.
Yeah. Some of all the remixes too you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fucking the various boss battle music for X1, fucking killer.
Yeah.
But have you heard about Mega Man 11?
What?
Yeah, they're coming out with Mega Man 11 too.
Is it going to be 2D?
I believe. Yeah, I think it's.
I hope it's 2D.
I think it's gonna follow 9 and 10.
Oh, so it's going to be 16-bit? Or where was X? 16-bit or 32-bit?
I think 16.
Because I can't remember.
So, I know the original ones were 8-bit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, I believe it's coming out at the end of the year. I'm not sure.
That'd be good.
So,
Hopefully.
But they're
Hopefully they don't add Axel.
That'd be some shit. Yeah, hopefully because they're putting out, I guess, the Legendary Collection for the original Mega Man series, which is already out. Yeah, it's already out. They're putting that on the Switch. I was gonna say the Switch. Mega Man X Collection. I don't know what the fuck they're calling it. Legacy Collection.
Mm-hmm.
There already is a Mega Man X Collection. I guess it's gonna be two separate games, and they're putting that on the Switch later on in the year.
Okay.
And then Mega Man 11. So they had a big announcement thing earlier in the year.
All right.
So.
Oh shit, we're going past 46 minutes. You know what? Fuck it, we'll do an hour. Fuck it. All right. Okay. So I'll name a game. I don't know if you played it. So if you haven't played it, don't say anything. But give me a quick 1 out of 10 of what you think of it. All right.
So if I have not played it, don't say nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Street Fighter 4.
6.
Mortal Kombat 9.
Well, which one's the more recent one? 10?
10
was the last one they put out?
9
was the one that was it didn't have a number.
Yeah, it just said Mortal Kombat.
I'll give that one an 8. That was pretty good.
Okay.
Minus some of the weird DLC characters they put out.
Well, some of them were needed, but like that one chick, the Red Ninja, I don't remember her name because I didn't play her.
Well, I think that one had Freddy Krueger too.
Oh.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
Well, I mean, 10 had what? Like
Leatherface,
Jason, Alien Predator.
No, yeah. I think Predator was in 9.
Oh.
I think Predator and
Freddy
were in 9.
Oh, okay.
And that's where they decided to put fucking more random shit in 10.
Oh, okay.
I didn't play 10 though, so can't say nothing about that one yet.
Okay. Let's see. Crap. What is a recent-ish game that I think you could have played? You got any game for me that you can think of?
That you've played? You still need to get Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, I don't have it yet. Oh, there we go. Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
3?
3.
I'll give it an 8. I like it.
Smash Brothers for the newest one.
Yeah,
you had it for
7 for the DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one a 7. Definitely a step up from Brawl.
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Regular Sun and Moon or Ultra?
Regular.
I'll give that one a 6.
6? Alright.
I like it, but at the same time I don't. I think it was.
I think the Ultra moves are stupid. They're like, I get why they did it, but it sucks. No one's still gonna because I think the main reason was like they didn't want to keep making Ultras for pre-existing people, and then the Pokemon that aren't getting played at all are still not longer getting played at all. So they made Ultra moves. But in that aspect, if a Pokemon has shit stats, no one's gonna play them.
Yeah.
You balanced them out when you did that with the Ultra stuff. Like no one played Mawile. No one played Banette. I don't know if I'm saying their names right.
Oh yeah, the puppet thing.
Yeah.
Ghost Pokemon. Yeah.
But they made Ultra versions of them, made them a little bit beefier.
Yeah.
And now people play them. But who the fuck's gonna play like Jumpluff? You know, if you make an Ultra version of it, it might get better. Who plays fucking Flygon? No one, because you got Garchomp.
Literally a improvement in probably every single
And like that doesn't make sense. You got fucking Garchomp, and you made an Ultra version of it. Why? That thing's fucking OP as fuck. Did you know that people don't even play Ultra? They play the normal one.
Yeah.
Because the Ultra version has 10 less speed.
For no apparent reason. Yeah. No. I understood giving the Mega Evolutions to some Pokemon, but like you said, there are certain, like Garchomp. I don't think Mewtwo needed one. Charizard definitely didn't need 2 for no fucking reason.
Well, that's because of marketing, you know. Yeah. Rayquaza, you fucking made him God.
Yeah, that thing.
It's banned. Can't even play it. Because you gave it, let's give it the most stats, and then let's give it the most broken fucking ability.
Yeah.
I think his ability should be on other Pokemon. Because you have Thick Fat. I don't know if you know what Thick Fat does. It gets rid of weaknesses for fire and ice.
Okay.
So thick fact, it's on Mega Venusaur. I don't know who else Pokemon is on, but yeah, Mega Venusaur has it. So it's super, or its weaknesses are less prevalent.
Some of them.
Yeah, but yeah. So certain Pokemon need a Mega Evolution, like the Generation 2 Pokemon. They definitely need it. No one likes Croconaw or Feraligatr. People play Feraligatr, but the other two, no one, especially fucking
Meganium.
Yeah, no one gives a flying fuck about her, him, her, it.
The fucking
the
Tice
total
Explosion
grass.
too is
Not Tice Explosion's decent. I mean, he's okay, but he's not a fan favorite, but he's not favored at all. He's not he's not Emboar. Bad. Not as bad as him. And then, yeah. Anything else?
Well,
think of?
Keeping with the Pokemon, I really think they need to shake up the system a little bit better than what they did with Sun and Moon, because with so many fucking Pokemon in the games, it's really hard to make at least half of them relevant to the game. I mean, I think for the last 2, maybe 3 games now, I've mostly played with the same team, which is sad.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the newer Pokemon, I don't care for them. So.
Yeah, but you don't play competitively, and people that are gonna get butthurt are probably gonna be competitive players. So like, oh, you don't fucking know. I don't play competitive either. I would like to, but I just don't know how, and I don't have the time for it. So.
Yeah.
But I did pick a team out from the new Pokemon that I play, and I kept with that team, and it's fun. But I don't know which is in, like, what tier they're in. Some are good, some I could tell are bad, but I like their design. Like I don't know if it's good or not, but Salazzle, the fire poison salamander.
Oh, yeah.
I love its design.
Yeah,
and
I like that one too.
But it's a fucking glass cannon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's good and competitive, but I like having it on my team. So we're going to segue into non-video game discussion right now. So if you're easily triggered, this is a warning. Randy, put in the warning sign. Warning, warning.
Oh, you can get the annoying buzzing noise?
Yeah, have fun editing that.
Should be too hard. I just got to figure out how to download the
warning,
sound.
Warning. And we got the audio set now, so you can add your own little special effects if you want, or special sound files.
What game is it where the boss... Is it X3 or 4? 4, right?
Yeah.
4 or 5? Where you go into a boss fight?
I think it's from 3 or 4 on.
I think I'll use that.
Warning.
I'll figure out how to download it somewhere.
Yeah. Or you just do it yourself, or you just, oh, I don't think Flash is a thing anymore. I was like, you could do a Flash, or, just do pixels, like 1, 2 frames. 1, 2 frame. And then just put it in the sound file.
Yeah, so, disclaimer.
Disclaimer, we're about to get political. So what do you think about the guns problem we're having in America right now?
I had a semi-discussion with a couple of my coworkers. One of which got very upset because she showed me... It started because she showed me a picture of an AR-15, I think it was, that somebody had, they put up on their counter next to their stove and put cooking food on the stove and was like, look, my AR-15's good, it's cooking me dinner. I was like, my response to that was, I don't think anybody needs a fucking assault rifle.
No.
There's no need for it hunting.
There is no, in no way capacity, other than butchering people, I think that assault rifle is needed. A rifle, a shotgun, and a handgun is easily good enough to defend yourself.
Yeah.
From any form. The government, yeah. Guess what? We've had a government for 200-something years. We don't fucking need an assault rifle to defend yourself from the government. Yeah. If the government's coming after you, there's probably a good reason why you don't need that gun to defend yourself.
I may have slept through quite a bit of U.S. history, but I believe the point of the Second Amendment was to be able to defend ourselves in case our government becomes, supremely corrupt.
Which it kind of is right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not to the point where they're... Well, I mean, depending...
Depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
Well...
But, anytime guns are taken into context, they're like, it's like, oh, they're taking away our guns. It's like, no.
I mean...
if you have an assault rifle already, you fucking have it. But we can prevent some people from the future, from fucking getting an assault rifle and shooting up a school.
Yeah, teenagers should not be able to go out and fucking get one.
I know. Isn't our America's weird in the sense that you can become 18, join the army, but you can't rent a car. Yeah. Mind you can't rent a car. But you can buy a car, can't rent a car. You can buy a gun, can't smoke or drink alcohol till you're 21.
Well, I think smoking is 18.
No, they changed it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I don't know about we're in California, so I think the smoking went to 21.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're in the army.
Well.
Or I think in a military place.
A weird system here.
Yeah.
But, I just don't think anybody needs an automatic weapon. I mean...
Yeah.
You hunt all you want. If you like to go shooting, go get a fucking pistol and shoot.
If you like collecting guns... Okay, so that's what I would say. Have an assault rifle, but make the bullets illegal. Or don't make the bullets for them unless they're military grade. Or, military contracts can only make them. I don't know. Yeah, certain aspects. I mean, people could probably make their own fucking ammo and stuff. But they got to find the resources for that then. Make it harder, I would say. Background checks. And if you have a background check on an assault rifle, then make some kind of registry on it maybe. Because they have registries, but it's all paper.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but it's all paper. So if they made it, electronic, it'll be like a car. Like, oh, I fucking know who this gun belongs to. I know who sold the gun now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They can at least...
It should be traceable where the fuck the gun came from.
But no, every time it's always, oh, they were sick in the head. Oh, yeah, they were sick in the head, but if they shoot up a school or something, they don't deserve to go to a mental hospital. They deserve full on. Yeah. Your butt's going to get raped. Yeah. Jail.
And the other thing is, I don't know how messed up these people are in the heads to be able to justify, I'm going to go shoot up the school now. But, there are other outlets to
yeah. You go boxing.
To fucking go shooting up the school.
Just become a fucking MMA fighter. At least you can almost kill someone then.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, you can beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. But
there's other things you can do than shooting up the fucking school.
Yeah. So. It's just dumb. And yeah, I'm not saying, oh, take guns away. I'm saying regulate it better. He's like, oh, it's not the discussion. It's not whatever. But we haven't proven that any other way is viable because we're too scared to take the first step.
Yeah.
We're like, but then if we do this, then we're going to lose all our guns, or we're going to lose certain rights, or we're going to lose a type of gun. Like, okay, what's wrong with losing one type of gun? You still have a fuck ton. Look at Call of Duty. Look how many guns there fucking are.
And the argument I had with my coworker, she said something about, I said that there's no reason to have an automatic weapon. No reason at all. You don't use it for anything. You don't go hunting with it. I mean, you don't go shoot up a fucking deer with 60 bullets in a minute. You can't eat it at that point. You can't do anything with it. It's fucking a chunk of meat. But she tried to say something like, hunting rifles are the same thing.
No, they're not.
No. The point of a hunting rifle is to kill the animal so you can either hopefully claim it as a trophy, or use it for meat, eat it. I mean, there are people that go out there and just kill the animal and leave it, but that's on them. But you don't. It's plain and simple. You don't go hunting with a fucking assault rifle. And it's like the argument I remember having with somebody years ago about when armor-piercing bullets were an issue. That somebody said, "Oh, they're for hunting." Who the fuck hunts? What bear wears a fucking bulletproof vest?
I needed to go through the bear's thick fat.
I mean, unless the fucking woodland creatures are fucking driving tanks around. You
shouldn't. I mean, if you're going out to hunt a bear, then you're looking for fucking bad news.
Yeah.
You should be expecting in some way in a scenario that you die. I would say you're basically suicidal if you're trying to hunt a fucking bear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my dad had a rifle. You know, he pawned it, but he had a rifle. He didn't. He would just go shooting at a shooting range with it. Because we're California, we don't fucking hunt. We have a mountain.
Yeah,
that's it.
You gotta drive like 6 hours up north.
Yeah, that's
and
annoying.
You're still in the state of California.
Yeah. So, anyways, so.
Yeah, my grandma had a fucking shotgun.
Yeah.
She never used it. It just sat on her fucking shelf.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it. A gun. I think some people need a gun, depending on where you live, and it's good to have a gun to protect yourself, but not for what people think it is. If you think your government's out to get you, then go to a different government. Go to a different country then.
If you're paranoid that the government's out to get you, you probably should not pass the mental background check.
Yes.
To get a gun.
Like, why do you need this gun? I need it because the government's coming after me. Okay, why is the government coming after you then?
Yeah,
the only time you... okay, here's what I thought. There's a perfect scenario why you need an assault rifle. It's when you shoot up a fucking school. Then you're going to need an assault rifle to defend yourself because you don't want to go to jail. That's the only time you need an assault rifle.
That's like that cop a few years ago that went fucking ballistic and shot up other cops and then he like fled to the mountains or something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had that plan. He knew what he wanted to do. He prepared himself for that. I mean,
did he die in a cabin? Like they had a shootout in the cabin?
I want to say it had something to do with a fire too. I think he caught I don't know if he did or
they did.
It happened as a byproduct of the gunfire, but I think the cabin caught on fire or some shit.
Oh.
And I vaguely remember them saying they couldn't find the body or some shit like that.
They probably shot him a few times after he got him. Pop, pop. Fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I mean, I don't know. Did you hear recently what... we'll start with China, but this goes back to the United States as well. What the Chinese president is trying to do?
Oh, yeah, become a president for life?
Yeah. Did you hear Trump's response to that?
Like, that's great. America will sometimes, or some way in the eventual future, have a president for life.
Yeah, now, I'm not... I heard this story secondhand, so I don't know. I didn't watch the video, and I didn't read the full article on it.
So don't quote us.
I'm not judging this in any way. But and from the context that I got out of it from other people's responses was that he was saying it in a joking manner, but he said something about making it so that the U.S. president can be president for life, which
yeah, well,
from anybody
context,
else, okay, that's a weird joke to pull, but from him, it's kind of sketchy.
Yeah, it's sketchy, and like I don't know, like if you ever. I don't give a fuck about news stations because I think they're all jokes, and no matter what you say, and like we're obviously going to have some kind of opinions. Yeah. We're not going to be factoids. Everyone's got opinions, so news isn't always 100%, fucking straight down the line.
Yeah.
And I get that. So, but I can't watch. I treat Fox News as a comedy. I don't treat it as real news. I don't treat it as a satire. I treat it as 100% comedy because I laugh every time I watch it. Because some of the shit they say is funny as fuck. Yeah. I mean, CNN does it too. NBC will do it too. But Fox does it the most. It's fucking funny what they say that comes out of their mouths. And, like, the flip-flopping they do is the most...
Yeah.
It happens the most with them. Like, when Trump said, oh, president for life, ooh, even if it was a joking matter, if Obama did the same thing... Or I would say any other Democrat. Because I don't know about George Bush. George Bush was like, everyone was making fun of him. So who the fuck knows?
Yeah, the two counter arguments I read was, if Obama or even Bill Clinton said it.
Yeah, Fox would probably be like, he's a fucking communist.
Yeah.
Impeach. But anyways, but some of the shit Trump says is funny and stupid. Like that whole, and how he agreed with Democrats about the gun issue on certain. I forgot exactly what the gun issue was that he was agreeing with, but in any sense of the matter that he agreed with the Democrats at all was amazing.
Yeah.
Because he supported a fucking child molester just so a Democrat wouldn't be in office.
In the state of Alabama.
Yep. So I mean, for him to agree with anything that the Democrats say is fucking amazing. Especially anything that would do with guns. That's fucking a mind blown thing to do. So, I don't know. It's just...
America's a fun place to be.
Yeah, it's very...
You have a dark sense of humor.
Yes. Not as dark as Brits.
Yeah, well.
Brits got some dark humor.
You know what they don't have?
Dry clothes?
A lot of tea. Because we sank it all.
It's always raining over there, apparently. That's what I hear.
Oh, yeah,
it's always
weather, I guess.
like how what is it? Washington.
Yeah.
Washington's basically like Britain.
Yeah, I find it funny how Europe is broken down into completely different countries, different languages, different cultures, and they're hours within each other. And it would take us probably maybe 8 hours to drive from LA to Sacramento, I think, Oakland.
Something like that.
Yeah, 8 hours, and we're still in the same fucking state.
Yeah.
A lot of our smaller states, are like it's easier to travel between, but Texas, California.
Texas, California.
The 10 people in Alaska.
Depending on which state and which angle you're going in.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas only takes like 3 hours, I think, if you're going on that little part that's like a little square.
Yeah.
It only takes like 3 hours to go through that.
I never understood our
mapping.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why is Texas shaped so weird?
And then why is the Missouri or the what do you call it? The Mississippi line look like a little chef boy?
Yeah. That's something that I don't understand, how California is one gigantic fucking state. We're literally like at least 2/3 of the West Coast. California, or of the United States.
Yeah. Well, I mean, usually when people say West Coast, when you say West Coast, most people just assume California anyways, because let's be honest, and sorry if you're listening to something from the state, New Mexico and Arizona, nobody gives a fuck about them.
Yeah.
They only care about Vegas, Las Vegas, and Nevada, unless you're Mormon.
I can literally name 2 places out of the state of Nevada, and that's Las Vegas and Reno. And only because Vegas is Vegas, and Reno had a fucking comedy show about it.
Yeah.
Arizona, nobody cares about.
Phoenix, and Laughlin, for me.
I didn't even know Laughlin was in Arizona.
I believe it's in Arizona.
I thought it was still somewhere in California.
No, it's near the border though.
Yeah.
But
New Mexico, Roswell, because of the alien thing.
Yeah.
Mostly because of fucking Futurama.
And then like us, Washington, people just know that it rains a lot. I don't know what most people.
There's a lot of trees
that's why.
there.
Yeah.
I think Seattle is in Washington.
Yeah, Seattle, Washington.
There you go, Seattle.
Yeah.
Oregon's got Portland, which is the fucking hipster city capital.
Apparently a lot of bars too.
Yeah.
Heard Oregon has a lot of bars.
But I mean, other than that, what the fuck else is over there?
Yeah. It's all about SoCal, baby.
North Cal is like fucking Washington and Oregon.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you could just count North California and South SoCal like 2 different states almost, because fucking so different.
Bakersfield is fucking completely different from down here.
Yeah.
So, that's California for you.
Yep. In a nutshell.
The state that hires fucking actors to be governors. I should say elect.
Well, I mean,
hires.
one of them was fucking president of the United States, you know?
That's true. Good old Nixon. The good thing about anytime I think about Nixon, I think about Futurama. My damn dog Checkers. Shut up, damn you! I don't know why I find that little segment to be so funny, but it is.
Because I think it's just the execution. The timing was just great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm out of stuff to talk about this
I
episode.
think that wraps up our first podcast. Woo!
Yeah, we were only going to do a 30-minute, but then it became a 1 hour. I honestly thought we would run out of material to talk about before we even had. I didn't even think we were having enough, because we had a little note thing here, and it's 5 points.
Yeah, I had one little sticky note.
Yeah, a little sticky note, and it turned into an hour. So I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
At least I know we could talk about shit for an hour.
And it's not all scripted. We just have a couple of topics.
It's bullet points.
Yeah, what, 5?
5.
Yeah.
5 bullet points. No details. Nothing greater than like 3 words.
Yeah.
So we were able to pull it out. Woo! So I'm gonna draw a thing. Randy's gonna edit it. Get rid of all the little
small spaces.
Yeah, because of stuff.
You may or may not notice, but my computer shut off during this.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason. So I gotta edit that in correctly.
Our voices were too much for it.
Yeah. It was right around the time we started talking about
the guns.
Second Amendment rights. My computer's
it's like, no, it got triggered.
Like my lines are not tapped by the government.
The FBI agent's gonna message you soon.
I gotta go make a foil hat real quick. I'll be right back. But thank you guys for listening.
Yep, we would say watching, but we aren't doing face cams for this yet.
Nope.
Not yet, at least.
Although that is on one of my... I plan on getting a webcam too now. And maybe a fucking decent sized flash drive so that when I go to your house and we record, you don't have to worry about it taking 6 years to fucking maybe upload the episode.
Yeah.
I can just take it home with me that day.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. I am X-Cross, and I will see you later.
I am Red Skies, and I will see you later.